Hello everyone, Chocolo here for another video review. This time we have the new Galaxy Orange Truffles. I knew at time of recording. Yeah, so they basically Galaxy have done a few new truffles. Well, they did these new truffles to start with, and they did a couple of new ones recently. Basically the Galaxy caramel truffles, and then these orange ones as well. So orange seems to be very much the flavour of the moment. There's been so many new orange products. Toblerone have done a new orange one. Cadbury have done about 3 or 4 orange products. The Cadbury's Twirl, giant orange buttons, fingers. Maybe just three products. And obviously this as well, and an actual Terry's chocolate orange. I've been doing lots of varieties of their chocolate orange range as well. So yeah, it's been crazy. I don't know what's been going on, but very much like it. And of course I'm wearing orange as well, so I've caught the bug. Yeah, it's very interesting, these ones. Very interested indeed. So I got these from, been available in maybe a couple of places, but I got them from Tesco. I'm not sure if they're available anywhere else. That's where I got them. So yeah, there we go. And yeah, speaking of which, I've done loads of, as I say, other reviews, lots of things just coming out now. So all those other orange flavoured things, I've presumably reviewed them or going to review them. I think I've reviewed a couple of them already, so they could be there. All of them could be done by now. So after you review this one, and hopefully you'll like it and subscribe to my channel, so fingers crossed. Yeah, in this corner there'll be a link to a playlist of all my other reviews, all 650 of them, if not more by now as well. So yeah, go give those a watch after you've watched this one. And then also, if you're in a position to do so, I've got a Patreon going on and YouTube membership program. So in that corner, or in the description, will be instructions how to get along with those. And yeah, hopefully, if you're in a position to do so, it'd be great because it would really help out the channel. It really would. Okay, on with the review. Yeah, so basically, Galaxy Orange Truffles. Yeah, so those you might not remember, but in the Celebrations selection box that Nestle, or Mars do rather, not Nestle, the ones with Snickers, Mars, Galaxy, Maltesers, there's little Malteser bite things as well. Some other bounties as well, I think, in the Milky Ways. There used to be, I think before they added, what was one they added in? Twix as well, yeah, Twix is the new one. I think before they added Twix, they had a Galaxy Truffle in there. But it's not the same as this. This is sort of, you can see here, that Galaxy Truffle was, didn't look the same anyway, but it had like a light interior, and it was very nice actually. It was one of the better ones. I don't know why they removed it. Yeah, there's Galaxy and Galaxy Caramel in there as well. But this Galaxy Truffle is different. It's very much as it's very rich. It tastes more like a chocolate brownie because I've had the original one as well. The centre, so that sort of very rich, sort of thick chocolate taste. But this one's obviously the same, but flavoured with orange. So yeah, so it is different. I wish they would really put back in that Galaxy Truffle. I don't know why they removed it really. Maybe because it was just, I don't know, not cost effective, whatever, because it's something specifically made for that box. But it was really nice. It was definitely, the two nicer ones in there with the Maltesers and that Galaxy Truffle. Those were my two favourites. The rest were kind of, neither here nor there really. But those, yeah. So it's definitely gone downhill since they removed that. So what does this say? It says Galaxy milk chocolate with a velvety citrus truffle centre. I didn't say orange, But yeah. Okay. It says choose pleasure on the side as well. Yeah, so there we go. It's got like 2 frontages. It's got this one with a window here. And it kind of has this one as well without the window. So it's interesting that. I quite like it. And of course the big G. And choose pleasure on that side. So nice packaging. Is this a gorgeously Galaxy or something? Yes. And there you go. And on the top it's got Galaxy milk chocolate with a velvety citrus truffle centre again. So there we are. And on that side it's got a tab with choose pleasure on it again. Choose pleasure, why not? And on the bottom it's just got all the gubbins. So yeah. So what does it say? So the official description is milk chocolate with a smooth orange flavoured filling, 45%. So it's strange how it says smooth orange there, but on the official, on the sort of like this, the jazzed up version, it's got Galaxy milk chocolate with a velvety citrus truffle centre. But there's milk chocolate with a smooth orange flavoured filling in the official description, 45%. So yeah, so strange how it says citrus and it's orange on the bottom, Portions per pack 10, portion size 20.6 grams, and it's 206 grams for the whole box. So clearly that's this is a tenth. It does say portions per pack 10, but I reckon that's 2. I'm sure there's 20 in the box, so I think that's 2 sweets. So it's 114 calories, 7.1 grams of fat, 4.6 of which are saturates, and per 100 grams it's 552 calories, 34.5 grams of fat, 22.5 of which are saturates. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure, a portion is 2. So for one of them you divide it by 2 basically for the calories and stuff. So for a portion it's 114 calories. So per sweet itself, that means it's, what is it? 57 calories, and then it's 3.55 grams of fat, 2.3 of which are saturates. So there we go. So yeah. Yeah, it sounded a bit too much that way, yeah, with the fat. So yeah, so per sweet, 57 calories, 3.55 grams of fat, 2.3 of which are saturates. So there we go. Yeah, there we are. Okay, looks very nice. Well, as I say with all these things, you can kind of see, if you look, I don't know if you can make out there, but you can see that it's not really going very high up into this box. They probably, there's lots of ridiculously over the top wrapping. You can see it's got this sort of topper on it. You can see they don't go very far into this box. Most of this box is empty, completely empty. Which is a bit rubbish. But yeah, if we should get into it and give them an open, for sure. Let's do it. Let's give it an open. Okay, once I give these Galaxy Orange Truffles an open, then so you can see it's in a sort of, I'm struggling to fit into the camera. It's in this nice big box. It's got this sort of choose pleasure motif on the back. But yeah, so it seems to have a terrible tab here. On there, but I think you can just lift it up. I think you can just, yeah. So there we go. So okay, but it has a reseal as well, so you can put it back into this tab there. You can sort of fold it and reseal it, but they never seem to work very well though. Let's have a see if it will. Okay, yeah. So it has resealed, but why I'd really want to, I don't know, because they're all individually wrapped. So it's a bit pointless that. And then you can see underneath there how full it is. But there's a lot of emptiness there. And don't forget it's kind of domed at the top. But it's interesting packaging. It seems to be half pink, half orange actually, which I quite like the look of. Yeah, so you can see here. Like this bit on top is pink. This bit below is orange. So yeah, it's very nice. And it does fit in with the packaging as well. It's this orange and pink swirl there. Yeah, we can see clearly there's most of this is just wrapper. This whole top bit is just superfluous. We reckon it was 20 in the box, didn't we? I said before. Let's just check that out. It should be 20. Okay, well we've been hard done by here because there's only 18 in this box. 19, so there's one missing here, so there should be 20, and when I've reviewed them before, this is the caramel ones, there was 20, so we've got one fewer in here, so it's really disappointing that actually. Yeah, so missed out here. So that's a bit poor that, to be honest with you. Yeah, so I mean they should know exactly how many goes into this. It should be precise. You know what I mean? How are these complicated machines and things that can work stuff out and do whatever and weigh it? Actually, it's weighed. These are all weighed before they leave, or they should be, before they leave. The factory. Because, for instance, Cadbury's Roses and things. What they do is they weigh it before it's finished, and if it doesn't actually have the required weightage in, it's either Rose or quality. But I assume they both do it for both anyway. A human actually goes in and fills in the difference. So this one clearly, would weigh. What is it? I don't know, a 20th less or whatever, so it's clearly missing some weightage here. And it's not a small amount, you know what I mean? So bear in mind they're measuring these things at all the points for any contaminations and things like this. They really go to town on what they're doing. So they should know that this has actually got one less. So whether they do it on, they turn a blind eye because it'll save them money, I don't know. So disappointing that. So some of them, they look quite nice, I think you'd say. Moving on from that, they look, pretty high end. You wouldn't be too disappointed to see this as a sort of like after dinner treat, after a meal with some friends or whatever. That's it. But some of them are just not wrapped very well. Like this one, for instance, here. I think this is obviously it depends on how many friends you've got round. But you just eat this one yourself maybe. But clearly it's pretty poor, and it's not the only one. This one as well. It's pretty poor. That it's it's not a cheap product. This. And in fact, quite a lot of them have this sort of bit coming off the end. So, yeah, pretty poor. So this is like there's at least 4 there. There's another one here. It's not great. So yeah, obviously you can just sift those out and eat them yourself. But yeah, it's a good sort of third. Yeah, well, quarter of the box. It's perhaps not packaged very well, not wrapped very well. And again, there's no excuse for it. That's what I mean. Computers can take us to the moon and stuff like that. I'm sure they could wrap a chocolate. You know, so yeah. Yeah, I'd say there's a good 4 or 5 of them that aren't done very well. Okay, so let's actually get into them then. So I'll move a few of them off to one side so we can actually just concentrate on one. There we go. Right, let's give it a bit of an open. So yeah, so it's got a nice sort of foil inside here. There's a few layers to the actual wrapper. It's got the outer wrapper, this sort of mini foil thingy, which is quite nice. So again, it doesn't really justify why there's a seal on the box, but I guess it just makes it look nice if you can reseal it rather than just being open as flap. Yeah. But clearly here you can see that these actual chocolates are a lot smaller than than the wrapper suggests. If you unwrapped all 19, not 20 over here, 19 of them and put them back in the box, it would take up substantially less space than all this nonsense wrapper and things, you know, which does look nice, I have to say, but you can clearly see, you know, yeah. So let's actually measure it. So it's at the bottom, it's about 2.7 centimeters wide. Height wise, it's about 2.1. 2.1, maybe 2, yeah, maybe just 2. Yeah, of course, yeah. So there we go, done the diameter. It's not a perfect dome there, of course, but it's a nice motif there. But yeah, if you consider that what the actual height of the wrapper is, of course, it might all be slightly different, but roughly about 7 centimeters this one. So, you know, as opposed to the height of this one, which is 2. So it's clearly over 3 times taller than this one, which is pretty, yeah. But obviously, you know, it's all bad. And don't forget, this wasn't full to start with. It was only filled about 2/3 full. So, you know, I mean, it's only about to there. So, yeah, which is a bit rubbish. As I say, if you filled more with 20 of these, it probably almost would just fit at the bottom, you know. So, yeah, it's pretty poor, that, isn't it? Okay, so that's where's my trusty knife? Let's give it a cut in half so you can see what we're up against. Ready not to look anything too dramatic. There you go, that's perfect. Look at that. Perfect cuts to see what it looks like. So there you can clearly see there's a chocolate layer on the dome and at the bottom. And then it's just this truffle inside as well. It's thick, sort of Lindor-esque centre really. Yeah, it is sort of aimed at, like, I guess, replacing Lindor, I guess. You know, that sort of market. Looks very nice, it's very uniform. And as I say, my knife isn't the sharpest and it didn't sort of cause any, you know, chocolate to cave in or anything like that. So yeah, it's very solid. Alright, well I think we should give these a taste then, yeah. As I say, if I dab it a bit, my finger does leave a bit of an imprint, but it's pretty solid, this stuff. It's not runny or anything. There we go. But you know, it's yeah, it's a bit similar to a Lindor really. So you know, I've just jabbed it a bit, so it's very sort of moussey. Or moussey. Truffly, which is good because it's a truffle. Okay, let's give it a taste. Let's do it. Right, so once I give these Galaxy orange truffles a taste. So what I didn't say when I sort of like cut one in half was basically the smell of orange. Normally with these things you can smell orange straight away and things, but I couldn't smell it at all. And even going up close, it's only a very weak orange smell. It's there, but it's very weak. You have to really put your nose up to it to get a vague chocolate orange smell. So we're going to open a new one to taste. Okay, right, so here we go. Got one whole one. Let's do it. Let's give it a taste. Yeah, not bad, not bad. I'd say the orange is quite nice and thick, the truffle. So it's quite rich. Has a sort of brownie, but the problem we got here, the orange taste and the truffle taste are kind of fighting against each other. So you're kind of getting, I don't know, you kind of get when you finish eating it, you get like a bit of a truffle, a bit of a brownie taste, which is what the regular truffle tastes like. But all before that, you're getting like a sort of vague orangey, chocolate orangey taste. But not a very strong one. Nevertheless, it is slightly orangey, but it's not a massively strong. It's quite a subtle one. But you're not getting the rich brownie taste that you really get with these generally. So it's kind of, very different than the regular normal ones. Yeah, I'm not sure what to make of it. I think I like them, and I think they're not quite as rich as the regular ones, which is quite good because it leads you to sort of enjoy them a bit more in a different way. Just trying to see if it's a chocolate that's flavoured. It says milk chocolate with a smooth orange flavoured filling. Yeah, and I don't think it is the chocolate. I think it is the centre that's orange flavoured. And it says it on the box, but sometimes what they say on the box and what actually is the case is not the same. But yeah, it does in this case. It's a bit like having an orange flavoured brownie, really. And so that sense of it's very brownie-esque, I think. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's not. It's just you're just getting a sort of a vague orange flavour to something which otherwise would be quite rich. And I think so. It works it swings around about. So you're kind of losing that richness, but gaining that slight orange taste. And it's only a slight orange taste though. You don't really taste much of the chocolate either. There's a bit of Galaxy chocolate to taste there, but you don't taste much of it because it's overshadowed by the truffle centre, which is obviously again more orange than anything else. So yeah, It's okay. You know what I mean? It's just nice to have as a one-off, little, as I say, after dinner treat or something. I think that's what it's really aimed at. Because I don't think it stands up to much on its own scrutiny. It's just a bit. It's just something a bit novel, a bit different. But it doesn't taste. It tastes a bit different, a bit special, but it doesn't particularly taste great. Yeah. I think the regular one, as I say, has that sort of strong brownie taste, and the caramel one has that caramel on top of that, which does work a bit better with the truffle than this orange taste. I mean, this orange taste, as I say, sort of detracts from the truffle taste, but doesn't manage to replace it. It only sort of adds a slight orange taste to it, so you're kind of left with a bit of a halfway house. But nonetheless, it is still nice. It's definitely indulgent. And then you might taste one of these thinking, oh wow, that's really nice, really indulgent. But I think if you really stop to think about it and actually look at what you're eating and what it tastes like, I think it would actually come across as being a bit mundane, really. It's not as special as it looks. It's like an experience. It looks amazing. It looks different. It looks really nice. And you're going to feel, oh wow, look at this, and look at what it looks like in the middle. It looks amazing. Oh, this is really rich and creamy, but really, when you just strip all that back, you're getting a sort of something that doesn't quite taste as good or as rich as the regular one does, and the chocolate orange taste is quite subtle, which might be good for some, because normally, say, Terry's chocolate orange might be too powerful for you, maybe. But I think in this way, it's at the detriment of the actual truffle taste. Yeah, and you can't really taste much of the Galaxy chocolate either. You don't really get that creamy sort of Galaxy taste, that's very unique to Galaxy. I don't really get that, I'd say, because the truffle's quite creamy. That takes over from it, really. But it's definitely, I think it's probably. It's hard to say. It's a high 3.5, a low 4. I don't know. I think a lot of people are going to eat this and going to say, "Oh, it's gorgeous." It's really. I love these. And I do love them. They are really nice. But I just think it's not as. I think most of it's all style over substance, basically, and I think that can be good. Some people, or it can be what you just look at the style and think, "Oh yeah, wow, that's amazing." I love the whole experience. I love having it. I love the look of it. I love that it's completely different. And I love how it looks. It looks amazing. It looks like something totally indulgent and rich and special. And sometimes, you can forget about what the actual product is, and it's not overly amazing, It's hard, though, to give something like this a 3.5, I think. I feel like it should really be a 4, but I just don't feel that bowled over by it. I really don't, and I think I'm just going to have to stick with 3.5. It's a high 3.5, but I can't give it a 4. I just can't, you know. But they are really nice, but they're just not as good as the other two offerings they do, and it's not really better than any chocolate orange thing out there. Really, I don't think the orange taste is as good, and I don't think the truffles that great. You know, it's just you know, but it's just I don't know, it's just not as good as it looks. And I think you can be taken in by the look sometimes, and I think this one really does a good job of that. You know, I really love the look of it. I love the presentation and everything, but yeah, I think it's all style over substance, I think, is the gist of it, and not enough orange. Yeah, so there we go. 3.5 out of 5. Well, let me know what you think, guys. What you think of these? If you think this is amazing, if you think I've been too harsh, let me know what you think. You know, and what if you prefer these over the regular ones or the caramel ones? Let me know if you prefer those, or if you prefer these ones. Let me know what you think of all the products as a whole. So yeah, be interesting to hear what your thoughts on it. But for me, as I say, just a bit disappointing, a bit underwhelming. Yeah, style over substance, I think. So yeah, that's why I've given it 3.5 out of 5. But it'd be great to hear what you think as well. So yeah, like my video, subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me Twitter, Instagram, Patreon if you can, and the YouTube member program also if you're able to do so. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye for now. See ya.